Hey, my name is Patrick, and we're gonna go freeze dry some ice cream. So before you freeze dry ice cream, you're gonna have to cool this thing down to at least 32 degrees. I cleaned up all the trays, but I need to put these in the freeze dryer so when we start, they aren't just gonna start melting. Right now they're just blank, so I'm just cooling these off. So always good practice to clean your trays before you start. In some cases, you want to use silicone mats or parchment paper for foods that get really sticky. So when you pull this out after your freeze dry cycle, you're not sitting there trying to pull it off. This is an insulating mat, so I'm going to throw this guy in here to help speed up the process of cooling. And there you go. After this thing's cooled off, we're going to freeze dry some ice cream. Hey, stop that. Hey. Alright, it is time to load the freeze dryer. It took about an hour to bring it down from 75 degrees Fahrenheit to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. This is also when we throw it in, it doesn't just start melting. Gotta make quick work though. Put this back in here so it doesn't heat up while we're doing this. So we're going to start out with the lovely ice cream sandwiches. I'm going to freeze dry these in the package, but before I call it final, I'm going to go in, split up my scissors from the kitchen, just kind of cut little gouges in here. This is just to let the ice sublimate from the ice cream. Sublimation is where ice goes straight from a solid to a gas. This happens because it pulls all the air out and creates a very low pressure inside the chamber. When it's frozen, it gets heated up by heating elements while it's at a low pressure, and this process of heating it up causes it to sublimate. We have ice cream sandwiches, we got some drumsticks, chocolate cream pie, key lime pie, Belgian custard cream mini eclairs, Belgian mini cream puffs. Individually packaged. These are just a bit high for these trays, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If there's a tough membrane, you want to poke a hole. Like blueberries, we put them on a skewer. In this case, I'm just poking a hole in the chocolate shell. But I suspect all this chocolate is going to just melt. There's heating elements inside the freeze dryer. We should be fine. Some cream puffs. I feel like I'm doing a dessert channel. Those are just a tad too high. General rule of thumb is you need to keep whatever you put inside these trays no higher than the tray itself. Now we have some items that are a little bit taller. These seem to be okay, but these guys are just a little too tall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and cut them. But for those who really want to do meats and steaks, just think about it. Keep your slices a little bit the 3/4 inch range, which is actually quite a bit for a steak. So. Luckily, it all fits. And if you're doing strawberries, you're going to want to cut your strawberries to be around that thickness. And usually I get about 3 or 4 slices per strawberry, but this ain't up. Maybe I'll do that for you guys later. It's already starting to melt, so. Alright. And there we begin. We'll probably give it about 20, 30 hours, maybe 40, but I'm gonna aim for around 30 to be for sure. So, see you in 30 hours. Hey, this is Patrick again. Freeze dryer is ready. Let's check out that freeze-dried ice cream. Looks like this took about 19 hours to complete. I'm gonna break the seal and see how everything looks. Alright, moment of truth. Oh boy. Well, it looks like the eclairs exploded. Actually, these weren't the eclairs. These were the ice cream cones. Ice cream cones exploded. Look at that. Well, it definitely is freeze-dried. Look at that. The freeze-dried ice cream. A little bit more explosive than I was expecting. The cream puffs look like they're nice and toasty. Except now they're freeze-dried. So they're crispy. Yeah, I can crush them. Oh no, the eclairs look like they did okay. The chocolate's nice and melty, but didn't make a big mess like I thought it would. Freeze-dried eclairs. They're still delicious. Well. Was not expecting this. Well, it definitely was freeze-dried ice cream. Tastes really good. Freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. They look like they inflated a little bit. Well, it's still ice cream sandwich. Just really fluffy. I've never tried ice cream before, but I know it works. I just didn't expect it to be like this. Ice cream sandwiches, they grew like 2 times their size. So there's so much water in this. The water had to go somewhere and evaporate and create all these voids of air. It just created these big ice cream marshmallows. Here's the key lime pie. Check that out. Even the crust is hollow in there. It's nice and stiff. Looks like the whipped cream kind of just decided to explode a little bit. That doesn't help. Wow. That's really good. It's all crunchy, so it's weird. But it's really good. Well, so far, those cream puffs and the eclairs are pretty good. That key lime pie is amazing. You know what? I think that key lime pie is actually my favorite. I like ice cream sandwiches, but I like it for the creaminess. The crunchy, I don't know. It's up for everyone though. Everyone's different. Next time we'll freeze dry something that isn't a dessert. Because right now, I have way too much dessert now, so I need to balance it out. Maybe we'll do some vegetables and fruits. We'll see you next time. Tacos. What is it?